Quick question. How many of you have video feedback enabled right now? It's one of those features that flies totally under the radar, and today we want to change that. And for those of you who are already using it, there's something new that makes it significantly more useful, and that's really why we're here. Now, video feedback isn't new. What we've just introduced is transcription and AI summaries, which means someone no longer has to sit down, watch every recording to understand what's in it. And that's the new part we'll be covering today. I'm John, the co-founder of Userback, and joining me is Rebecca, our product specialist, who's going to be walking us through the product. Some quick housekeeping before we start. We'll be recording this and we'll send the link out afterwards, and hold questions till the end, but drop them in the chat as we go. And we'll get through to them. Beck, would you like to set the scene?
Thanks, John. So the reason video feedback gets overlooked is usually the same thing. People assume that text is good enough, and for simple feedback, it can be. But the moment something is even slightly complex, typing just doesn't cut it. When a user can hit record and literally show the problem, narrate what they're doing, click through the exact steps, you get a completely different quality of feedback. And now with the transcription and the AI summary, the last bit of friction is gone too. So let's jump in and I'll show you what it looks like using our demo site.
Before Beck jumps in, though, it is worth noting that this isn't just a bug reporting tool. Yep, it's certainly great for that, but we'll also see it used heavily for feature suggestions, onboarding feedback, user acceptance testing. Honestly, in any situation where typing feels like a bottleneck, the use cases are broader than most people expect. Yeah, okay, Beck, take it away.
Okay, so we're on my testing site here and I've got the Userback widget installed. I'm going to open it up, and as you can see, the video feedback option is sitting right there alongside the screenshot tool and the other attached files. I'll hit record and demonstrate an actual bug report so that we can see it in Userback. The filter on the recipe search page isn't working correctly. When I click here, nothing happens. Okay, I'll just enter my name, email address, and click send feedback. Now let's head to Userback and see what came through. So here's the feedback item. The video is right here ready to play. And you can see that it's captured everything that I've done on the screen, my narration, and any of the setup and custom data that I have collected. That all there. So now let me show you how to manage the feedback. Firstly is bookmarking. So I personally use this all the time when I'm troubleshooting. So I can find the exact position where I want to make a bookmark. Say, here is the bug. And so any moment that I want to flag, I just drop a bookmark at that point in the timeline, give it a label, and then that's it. This way, anyone else who opens up can jump straight into that mark rather than watching from the start. And when you're going through a lot of feedback, this feature saves a lot of time over your whole team.
Yeah, that last point, it's worth sitting on for a second. When you're dealing with a high volume of feedback, and some of our customers are getting dozens of these a week, nobody has time to scrub through every single recording from the start. And bookmarking, it means you get to the moment that matters in one click. The user will label it, share it with their team, and that's complete. It sounds like a really small thing until you're actually living with feedback coming in the queue every single day. And the narration that you quickly highlighted before certainly helps get to that point a bit faster.
Exactly. And that is actually a nice segue into the AI side of things, because this is where time saving like really comes into focus. So when a video comes in and you have AI Assist, Userback automatically generates a transcript with timestamps. You get an AI summary and you get subtitles. So instead of pressing play and watching the whole thing, you open up the feedback. There's a summary telling you exactly what the user's trying to say. Takes 10 seconds to read. That's it. The transcript doesn't just sit here either. It actually feeds back into your insight themes alongside your other feedback that you're receiving. So if 5 different users are all recording videos about the same confusing part of your product, Userback will pick that up as a theme. So you're not having to spot that yourself and it's surfacing it for you.
Yeah, like this is the bit that I really want to make sure that hits home because there's a meaningful difference between having video feedback and actually being able to use it at scale. Now, if you don't have AI Assist, someone from your team, they have to press play on every single recording. And when you're getting a handful a week, that's completely fine. But when it's 20, 30, 50 feedback that come through video, uh, that's time lost. AI Assist definitely changes that. Every video, as Rebecca said, it gets transcribed automatically. There's the summary waiting for you when you open it. You read 4 sentences and know exactly what the user was trying to tell you without having to scrub through the video. No rewinding, no notes. I know that this is a thing that I've had to do because I receive video feedback. And when I'm creating a feedback for the team here, I will talk for the full 5 minutes, and maybe there's 10 seconds in that 5 minutes that's the actual point I'm trying to get to. Uh, And it's not siloed either. As Rebecca said, those transcripts feed straight into insights themes alongside all of the other feedback that you're getting. So if a bunch of users are all recording videos about the same confusing flow in your app, Userback will pick up that as a theme. And it would be hard to catch that manually if you're going through every video individually. And for anyone using MCP, your AI tools can query those transcripts directly. So you can sit in Cursor or Claude and just ask, what are users saying about the onboarding flow? And it'll pull from video feedback too. Beck, let's talk about limitations because I think it's important that people know what to expect.
Good call. So video feedback is on page only at the moment, meaning it captures what's happening on the current page. But if your user refreshes or navigates away mid-recording, it won't follow them. It also only runs on Chrome and Firefox. So if your user base relies heavily on Safari, then that's something to keep in mind. Both are things that we're working on, but it's just good to keep in mind before you roll it out for yourself.
Yeah, that's really good to know. And the on page browser only being able to record on the same tab or browser window. Yeah, I mean, that's the best way to use video feedback. You can certainly share your entire screen and then navigate between uh, different tabs, but it's just a little bit harder for the user to do that. So recording on the same browser tab is the best way to use it. And honestly, we'd rather tell you that now than you have to figure that out with a user while you're halfway through rolling the video feedback feature out with your users. So, to wrap up, the whole point of video feedback is that your users stop trying to describe problems and just show you instead. I think that alone is worth it. The back and forth between you and your users will disappear. The vague reports will disappear, and your team actually has something that they can work with bookmarking, sharing, downloading of videos. It's all there, exactly as Beck showed you. And again, if you add the AI assist, you're not just collecting better feedback, you're actually staying on top of it without it becoming another thing on your plate. Beck, final word before we go to questions.
Just that if you haven't tried it yet, it's really worth turning it on in your widget settings and seeing what comes in. Even just enabling it as an option alongside your screenshots makes a difference, and you'll be surprised at how many people will actually reach for video feedback rather than screenshots.
Alrighty, let's open it up for questions. If you've got something you'd like to drop in the chat.
Yeah, we've got a couple of questions here. So, first one is, how can we use this for user acceptance testing?
Yeah, that's a really good question. And the example that Beck showed earlier with a bug report, not too dissimilar from that, my recommendation for using it for user acceptance testing would be typically you would give a user a set of instructions of when they're going through a workflow in your app or you want them to test a feature. You would give them a set of instructions of do steps 1, 2, 3, 4, and at the end of that, You can direct them to the feedback widget and tell them to record a video of their experience. Or alternatively, if you are using say a single page app, you could get them to go through that workflow while recording a video feedback. That would be another option.
Another one is, can I export the video at all? So yes, you can, because our videos are in MP4 format. Let me show you quickly how to do this. All right, so if you go inspect, you'll actually see the video link here. You can just copy that, open it up in a new tab. And then that's the video in MP4. You just go save video as. That's it.
Yep.
Easy as.
I mean, it might seem a little bit technical going into inspect mode to get the link for the video, but once you've done it once, it's really quite simple.
Absolutely.
I can see one other question there, which is how long can a video recording be?
Yeah, so video recording can be anywhere between 1 and 5 minutes, and you can change that in your more section of your widget editor. So here it is. So you go 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you would prefer. I would recommend about 3 minutes, but if you've got the AI Assist package, then go for 5.
Yeah. There's one last thing that I guess would be good to mention is that we are exploring expanding out the video feedback functionality. And one of those that we actually have an idea on our ideas board is for a magic link. And what the magic link allows you to do is if you receive a feedback from a user and you'd like them to explain it in more detail or give you some steps to replicate. If the feedback they provided wasn't suitable enough and you just needed a bit more information, then through the feedback, you would be able to generate a link that when the user clicks on it, it would automatically open up the video feedback feature so that they can go through, record their screen, and show you exactly the steps to replicate the issue or information for further feedback to add to their original feedback. And this is great for support people if you're answering support or trying to resolve issues through Userback. The magic link would let you sort of close that loop a bit faster. So we'd love to see your feedback and support on that idea so our team can look to prioritize adding that to the roadmap.
Yeah, that's great. I'll link the idea in this video so that if you are interested or you want to leave some comments on it, upvote it, that'd be great.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us. It's been great to have you along. I realize this is just a short webinar on the video feedback, and I know that some of you are already using it, but it's always great to have a refresh on the capabilities of a feature and the value that you can unlock with different features that we offer. Love to hear feedback. As always, please feel free to reach out to us, contact@userback.io, or please do join us in the Discord. We're always updating Discord first. We're asking for feedback on things that we're currently working on and sharing new ideas that we have. So we'd love to see you in there. Thanks, Beck, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.